So recently I was part of a collab over on That Texting channel with a ton of awesome content creators where we all share the camera equipment that we use. I connected with a lot of amazing creators and I probably would have never found them if I didn't do it. So inspired by that video, today's features two awesome content creators and the gear they use. Links to their channels as well as the collab I was in will be down below.
First off, big thanks to Easytek for having me on her channel. So this is exactly what I use to film my setup, or just videos in general. So a company a little bit ago sent out a microphone for me to review. I took them up on that offer. Now I use that microphone every day. That is the microphone that you're hearing me through right now. I love this microphone. It's beautiful. It's a lavalier, so you don't have to worry about a huge, big, furry thing sitting on top of the camera, and so that's nice. Then the next thing I use is a Nikon D3300. I use manual focus, so I don't care about any stuff. Yes, I use a DSLR. Of course, everybody does. And I also use the Sigma 18 to 35mm f1.8, the kit lens, and the 35mm f1.8 prime lens. Then when I am shooting in general, I have some matte board, poster board, red, blue, and the light blue and the yellow. So I have 3 different colors. I don't really use the light blue because, well, I don't care to. I may at one point though. So that's what I use there. And I also, for lighting, have 2 studio lights, bought for like 30 bucks. They work well. I use 2 lamps and sometimes a ceiling depending on what lighting conditions I need. And as for plugging this in, this lavalier mic to anything, I can plug into my phone, my computer, and the whatnot. Now the next thing I use is, I have a MacBook Pro. I started with Final Cut Pro, and then I was like, I need to be able to go and color grade my footage. So what did I do? I just went and I switched to Premiere Pro. So now I edit all my videos in Premiere Pro, so what you're seeing has been edited in Premiere Pro, at least on my side of things. So that's everything I use. That's my whole process. There isn't much to it. I just wait for products to come in and then I review them. Or I do revisits of phones and stuff. But if you do want to check out my channel, it's Tech. Again, thank you very much to Easytek for having me on.
Oh hi, I don't believe we've met before. I'm ThomasTownFree. I run a YouTube channel dedicated to car video games. I also develop modifications for the 2003 bestseller, The Simpsons Hit and Run. Anyway, I'm going to give you an overview of my current setup and tips for any up-and-coming content creators. I use OBS Studio to record a majority of my videos. This gives me flexibility, but can seem hard to configure at first. I recommend using a high bitrate for recordings, like upwards of 15,000 kilobytes a second or more. This can be a compressed layer with an editor like Vegas or Premiere. I use Premiere Pro to edit my videos, however, because I recently reset my computer, I'm using Vegas until I download Premiere, because my internet sucks. Anyway, my microphone is a Blue Snowball Ice. I use VB audio to change my decibels so I don't rape your ears. I have 2 monitors, one for OBS and one for everything else. I use the OBS monitor to preview my recording real time to ensure that issues are not present later. My computer is also relatively mid-range for today's price standards. I have an i5-2400, 8GB of DDR3 RAM, a 1TB hard drive, and a 2GB PNY GTX 1050. This rig renders 1080p videos in a reasonable amount of time and also games very well. My best advice to newcomers is don't always buy new. Sometimes hand-me-downs or even local sellers can help you get what you need for less, and used is definitely a good way too. The GPU and processor are where most of the money should go. RAM frequency has little impact, and 7200 RPM hard drives can do almost as good of a job as an SSD. Anyway, that's my section in the video. be sure to subscribe to all the people in the video. So thanks for watching my part. See you later.
This knife has a straight edge on it, so it's very easy. And maybe in our world here, there lives a happy little mouse.